Hey everybody, I want to Weasel here. Saturday, October 12th, 2013. Gonna go ahead, we just took a look at what the good folks at Activision sent over to kind of get started on our Swap Force adventure. Key point, of course, that being the console starter pack. This one, in my case, for the Nintendo Wii U. Gonna go ahead and take a good look here. Of course, you've got the Wii U trademark inset, kind of your light blue, getting a real nice color in my opinion. Starter pack, new game and portal included. Choose your Skylander, place on the new portal of power, bring to life in the video game. As you can see, their feature character there was Blastone. There he is in the packaging. Blastone right there and Washbuckler combined in the middle to make Blast Buckler. That of course means over here, Washbuckler. Right above him is Ninja Stealth Elf. There's a nice look at the artwork. Again, featured we have Ninja Stealth Elf, Magna Charge, Washbuckler, Bumble Blast, and Series 3 Trigger Happy. I'm going to go ahead fighting off some allergies here from the car show. But on the left-hand sidebar, if you will, Skylanders Swap Force Starter Pack for the Nintendo Wii U. What we can find inside the Skylanders Swap Force video game. Character poster. Note that one will actually be complete. I'm extremely excited about that one. The new Portal of Power, which again I said this at E3, kind of a sleek, unique design, still intricately detailed, lighted features. Trading cards, 3 Skylander figures in the case of this console starter pack. Blastone Swap Force character, Washbuckler another swapper, and Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf. Of course, sticker sheets with secret codes is what they're referring to them now as. Coming around to the other side, the right-hand sidebar, if you will, we use Skylanders Swap Force, also available. Expand your gameplay experience. Adventure packs. That, of course, being the Tower of Time, which will be available launch day. And battle packs, that, of course, being the Fiery Forge, which features Bumble Blast and Series 3 Knockout Terrapin, also available launch day. Adventure packs and battle packs sold separately. Bottom, nothing too fancy. Backside, where we've got our most details. Skylander Swap Force, swappable and unstoppable. Embark on an exciting new adventure with the Skylanders and the Swap Force. For generations, the Swap Force protected the volcano that replenishes Skyland's magic. That is until an epic battle caught them in an eruption that blasted them apart, sent them to Earth, and gave them the ability to swap powers. Only you, Portal Masters, can mix and match their tops and bottoms, put them on the new Portal of Power, and save Skylands. Again, right there with our starter pack characters, we take Blastzone's top, Washbuckler's bottom, create a new combo character, Blast Buckler. Again, 16x16, 256 total combinations. Things are going to be very interesting. Swap Force Skylanders. Swap tops, swap bottoms, create over 250 new Skylanders. There's a good look at Rattle Shake, Free Ranger, both available. Day 1 single packs. Both of them are in the Nitro Magna Charge double pack at Target. You can pick your flavor. And then, more importantly, we've got Legendary Free Ranger. Firecracken, Legendary Free Ranger, of course, also available day 1. But Rattle Shake and Free Ranger, if you're a 3DS person, these two guys tied in with the 3DS starter pack. Right there, blue box that comes into focus. All Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, or SSA as you'll hear me refer to it, and Skylanders Giants, or as you'll now start seeing me refer to it and hearing it from time to time, SG. Work in the Skylanders Swap Force game. That means you can literally buy this, have your 3 starter pack characters, and you can basically use everyone on my pool table. If they were available in Giants and they're available in SSA, they are playable. That goes back to our Series 1 Castaways, Ghost Roaster, Dino Ring, the guys that aren't back. Series 2, it goes back to those. Even those that weren't repos from our Series 2 New Landers you can play as. That's pretty much what it is. They are taking care of the fans here. This isn't a situation where you buy Swap Force and you have to buy an entire new lineup to actually be able to play the game. There will be certain areas, just like in Giants, you'll need a Giant to access it. That's the case with the Swappers, certain zones, areas, and whatnot. But your entire library of characters is available here. And Basically, backwards compatible, or forward compatible, I should say. Right here, bring these Skylanders to life. Here we've got Washbuckler, Blast Zone. You know the drill. They kind of bump hips, separate them. Really cool. It's finally going to get to showcase that magnet aspect to you. It probably still seems gimmicky to some people. Works incredibly well. Very, very functional. I think everyone will be impressed by it. That combo, of course, Blast Zone's top bend, Washbuckler's bottom end makes for Blast Buckler. You can see him in action there. Embark on a new adventure. Conquer new swap zone challenges. Explore new magical worlds. And lastly, play with your friends. Again, hopefully I can do that with my nephew for you from time to time. Maybe get a little co-op this time around. Intended to do that with my friend. Came up here to help me with the car show. That's not happening. She's having to head back home really early this morning, or Sunday morning, that is. So apologies there if anyone was looking forward to it. That's it. Features. Place the Skylanders on the new Portal of Power and bring them to life. Swap Force. Gain new powers and abilities by mixing and matching Swap Force Skylanders. Of course, our Light Core characters return. Got an interesting mix and mash, from Series 3 types, Series 2 for some of the characters, and then we got some giant new landers getting a Light Core as well here. Light Core Skylanders light up when placed on the Portal of Power. Series 2. The Series 2 Skylanders are back and better than ever, and that means Series 3. The Series 3 Skylanders have upgraded powers and abilities. Of course, that's what we're going to ultimately get to investigate here, and we'll take it from there. The Skylanders have brains and remember their upgrades. Again, very nice feature. Multiplayer, play with or challenge your friends in battle. So that's, of course, a big selling point for the franchise. Coming down here, 55 plus Skylanders to collect. We're going to come in and right here they just kind of list off some lifers for us. Stink Bomb and Grilla Drilla going to be our two Life Force Swap Force characters. There you see Light Core Bumble Blast. Ninja Stealth Elf, of course, in the package here. Thornhorn Camo right there, Series 2. I know some of the stuff said Series 3 on artwork. A lot of people continue to push for that. As I've said since E3, this was something of great concern to me. If the character has been reposed once, it becomes a Series 2. If it's been reposed each iteration of the game, like your Spyro, Trigger Happy, Gilgrunt, they're Series 3. Even though Camo's from SSA, since he was not reposed in Giants, which would have been Series 2, and he's being reposed here in Swap Force, that is his Series 2 pose. So conceivably, let's say that Ghost Roaster comes back in the next game. It wouldn't be a Series 4 Ghost Roaster. It wouldn't be a Series 3. It would actually be his Series 2 pose. Still a lot of discrepancy and stuff out there. I've stuck to my guns on exactly what I was told by the people behind the scenes. And despite, any misprints or stuff on promotional or box art or stuff, feel pretty, this is the real deal here. You'll see it when I bust the game out. Isn't photoshopped, isn't doctored. Activision sent it out themselves. Gonna stick with what I've said, Series 2. That said, that out of the way, Air Element, our two swappers. Free Ranger, again, already a big fan favorite. Boomjet, follow along on the blog poll. I've had a lot of people interested in him. One of them, of course, being myself. Light Core character for the Air Element is going to be Warnado. I'm excited to see that. It is out in stores, and I hope to be able to find it today. Series 3, Horn Blast Whirlwind. Right over here, Series 2, we got Turbo Jetvac. I think it looks awesome. Very excited to see how that pans out for him. Then, of course, we got Popthorn hailing from the Tower of Time AP. And Scratch. Kind of flying under the radar. I feel like Scratch has a pretty good kind of cult following, in terms of the anticipation factor. Coming over here are Fire Element swappers, Blast Zone, as seen in the starter pack, and Fire Kraken, a very popular character already. Next up, Light Core Smolder Dash, Series 3, Lava Barf Eruptor. Series 2, Firebone Hot Dog, looks really cool, just like the side of that box case display, we saw the Power A booth, E3. Fire Element, Newlander, Frino, and Smolder Dash. Looks like a pretty sweet pose there for Smolder Dash's regular one. Actually, looks like that would have been a good light core. Won't spend a lot of time there. We'll get to cover that here shortly. Rattleshake, Night Shift. Those are our two Undead Element swappers. Got Light Core, Grim Creeper. Also has a legendary version of that. Series 3, we got Twin Blade Chop Chop and Phantom Cinder. And then our two Newlanders, Roller Brawl and Grim Creeper. Again, right here you can kind of see Beanox there behind the Wii version. Vicarious Visions, the guys did a great job on the graphics. I am extremely excited about seeing it firsthand on my own console, on TV. Again, Skylanders, family friendly, rated E for everyone, cartoon violence. Nothing that you should have any concerns with exposing your kids to. Gonna go ahead. Don't have my knife, so we will use a key here, possibly. Got it started and it popped open for us. So we'll come around again, kind of showcase the entire box to you. Again, the goal, if you've never seen anything I do, is to cover it in as much detail as possible. For the simple fact, hopefully it answers questions, saves you some time. That's what we are looking at in our Wii U starter pack. Note, I'm real big on packaging. I like the thumb slot. It's not going to be some awkward deal where you tear the box up. Looks like you can get your thumb in here. You can see it right above Ninja Stealth Elf. And look at that. Worked out extremely well. Whoever it may be at Activision or whoever came up with shipping ideas, very much appreciate that little thumb slot. Right here is our copy of the game, Wii U Skylander Swap Force. Again, same base characters there, we covered it previously. There's a look at the side of the game case. The square inset, of course, features Washbuckler. Right here, oh, this is really cool. We've got a nice sort of character feature here. Night Shift Swap Force course. Again, Series 2. Can't stress that enough. Thornhorn camo. Series 3 Lava Bar for Rupture Countdown. One of my most anticipated, I have to say. Swapper Air Element Free Ranger Light Core Star Strike. Riptide. I told you I was interested in him in Countdown and my anticipation type things. Very cool to see those two guys together here. And they are right beside favorite character, Terrapin. And here he is in the Series 3 pose, Knockout Terrapin. Also, check out the artwork here. We've got Blast Zone, Stink Bomb, Night Shift, Washbuckler, Free Ranger, Freeze Blade. I think people are going to enjoy him once he comes out. And Magna Charge. Swappable, unstoppable, embark on an exciting new adventure with the Skylanders and the Swap Force. For generations, the Swap Force protected the volcano that replenishes the Skylands magic. That is until an epic battle caught them in an eruption that blasted them apart, sent them to Earth, and gave them the ability to swap powers. Only you can mix and match their tops and bottoms, put them on the portal of power, and save Skylands. Again, little typical inset you saw. We covered that already in addition to the story, but you know, it is what it is. Note this isn't plastic wrap. That's actually kind of convenient, particularly if you're doing an unboxing. Moment of truth, one thing I always like to see: one, extent of the instruction manual, whether it's color or not, and two, artwork on the disc. We'll take a look at the disc. I realize more people are interested in that. Looks good. Green background, we've got Blast Buckler and Wash Zone. Very fitting pairing given the console starter pack. Again, the Wii U cover there. Basically, no extent of an instruction manual. Probably going to be something we just check out in the options menu in the game. Again, you know, the idea, of course, with that, save trees, save the environment. You know, so it is eco-friendly, so you can't argue with that. This is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and do the portal of power. This thing looks wicked awesome. Let me see if we can pop it out here. Actually, let me give you a look here. There's Blast Zone, the Portal of Power, Washbuckler, Ninja Stealth Elf. I'm going to try to do this as best I can. You can tell it's going to be snug. Pops right out, relatively easy. there's a look at the bottom end note. It's got the nice felt pads. If you're putting this on a glass surface or something you don't want to scuff up, that's nice. Extremely light. This thing is bigger than the previous portals, but it's also light. What I like, this is what I talked about at E3. These cathedral windows here, they're actually going to light up just like the top of the portal that you're used to seeing. If you had a glow-in-the-dark portal, you're kind of akin to it already. This is going to be much brighter. It's not just like a translucent stone structure. It's actually the cathedral window. Note here, air element, life element, magic element, earth element, fire element, undead element, water element, tech element, and then back to air element. Little things like that, some people might not care, some people might not notice. I appreciate the detail. Lots of dedication here to make this look, like etched stone, of course, and then, the engravings. Very impressive piece. I have big hands. I've said it a few times in the videos, but you get a feel for it there. That gives you an idea how big this portal of power is. Also extremely light. It is a fixed USB here. Looks like this is a pretty dadgum long cord. Don't know that it's going to be 3 foot. It may be a little longer than that. Won't measure it, but it is. It's not going to be a little deal where you're limited to this or something crazy. Looks like there's going to be plenty of space for you. Note though, they've got the nice adapter here, going to keep you from shearing the cord off. Should get tons and tons of use out of this. Go ahead and set that down. If you're not excited about the portal like I am, I don't know what to tell you. But like I said, that's kind of my style. Cover it as best I can. Note the bottoms here have a blue base. That's what you're going to see with all Swap Force characters. Let's come in and see if we can't get Ninja stealth out that. Came out relatively easy. Very nice pose. She looks incredibly menacing. Foot to the face. She's got her blades going. Note the ponytail, trademark ponytail, still in blue. A lot of times you might have seen someone black that out. Very glad to see that, still in its original coloring configurations. Looks really good. There you see you've got the life element logo. I guess I could go ahead and read you. You should know it, but in the event that you're just getting into things, we'll cover it this way. Alright, as a small child, Stealth Elf awoke one morning inside the hollow of an old tree with no memory of how she got there. She was taken in by an unusually stealthy ninja-like forest creature in the deep forest. Under his tutelage, she has spent the majority of her life training in the art of stealth fighting. After completing her training, she became a Skylander and set out into the world to uncover the mystery behind her origins. Of course, Stealth Elf, fan favorite character. She's been there, 3DS starter pack and SSA Giants. She's got a legendary figure, a couple of spin-off chase variants. Very powerful character. Excited to see what they've done new for her in this one. Go ahead and set her down here. We will, I guess we'll do Blast Zone since he's on the left side. We read left to right. Let me try to get him out. This might be tricky since they can break in half. The good news is they're supposed to do that. I'll just kind of try. I'm going to show you where I've got my finger so you can see what happens. I broke it. Not really. This is the good news here. This is not a problem. And those two magnets you see there, very powerful. I'll show you here in a second. We'll set him down. There's Zone. We'll try to get that out. Okay, now that was in there. That was really in there. Bottom right here, it's got the traditional fire element logo there. There's a look at Zone. Again, it's got the ability type on the base. Watch this. I want to showcase how strong these magnets are. Alright, so watch this. I'm going to showcase to you how strong these magnets are. Really nice. Snaps right into place. It's firm. If you do try to twist them, it's almost like a swivel action. Pops back into place. But this is Blast Zone. Looks really good now that he's actually in my hand. Couldn't tell the detail just from the packaging's confines. As a young Furnace Knight, Blast Zone was part of the Skylanders bomb squad, specializing in the safe removal of bombs. But it was not long before the trolls got tired of Blast Zone constantly thwarting their evil plans, so they decided to go after the Furnace Knight himself. Late one night, an army of trolls snuck into Blast Zone's village and threw 100 bombs down his chimney. Acting quickly, Blast Zone quickly swallowed each bomb and then decided belched a jet of fire back at the invaders, sending them fleeing with their boots on fire. The tale of the attack eventually reached the ear of Master Eon, who, as you might have guessed, got contacted with Blast Zone and invited him to become a Skylander, fight the ultimate evil, which is, of course, chaos and his darkness. Check out the bombs, though. Both of them lit. Top of Blast Zone's kind of akin to like a flame slinger igniter type thing going on here. It should be fun. Going to be one of the quick characters, I believe. We will set him down, see if we can get Washbuckler out. Again, that's what he's going to look like in the packaging. Let me start with base. Came out really easy just going for that. And we will now go for Wash. Gotta say, the top ends both seem to be in there pretty damn good. Wash Buckler. I'm sorry, Wash Buckler. Wash Buckler. There you go. I think people are going to really like him once they get to play him. Looks really good. He's kind of like the poster boy for Swap Force, if you will. Kind of like Tree Rex was for Giants. Got the sword. He's got the bubble cannon. They're both in hand. Colors on this really vibrant. He's going to be the climbing type, of course, with his tentacles. Bear with me here. I am very tired from the car show. I think the sunburn's getting to me. But backside here, very nice. Again, you've got the tentacles. You've got the contrast in blue with the skin, the pirate bandana, do-rag, of course, the pirate hat. Washbuckler was an orphan mermasquid. That's right, children, mermasquid. Part mermaid, part squid. Who grew up on one of the roughest pirate ships in the Skylands. While most pirates were interested in pillaging and plundering, Washbuckler had other ideas for the future of pirating. Over the years, he earned the respect of his crew and eventually convinced his fellow pirates that they didn't all need to be cantankerous bad guys. Props for that. Thus, they set forward doing heroic deeds. Of course, this new good guy image did not set well with other pirating crews who attempted to sabotage Washbuckler at every turn. But he was no ordinary pirate, and he defended his ship and his crew against the many attacking hordes. It was then that Master Eon, of course, took notice of Washbuckler and asked him to join the Skylanders. Bet you did not see that part coming. Looks really good here. You know what's going to happen now. Blast Zone, Washbuckler, the two cross paths, and we've got Blast Zone in one hand. I'm sorry, Wash Zone in one hand, and then Blast in that hand as well. Buckler, Blast Buckler. So here you've got Swap Force combination number one, at least in terms of the combos. Wash Zone, and number two, Blast Buckler. Only 254 more to go. But gives you an idea. I mean, this is, just like they do at Dairy Queen and ice cream stores. It's good stuff. It's not falling off. We can all be happy with that. Let's set that down because, as you know, there's a poster somewhere in here. There's also our cards and sticker sheets. So, alright, so right there you just kind of get the tape. There's two pieces up, and there's kind of some adhesive. Looks like on the top side there. Quite as smooth as I would hope, and I can't complain too terribly much. Looks like the envelope is sealed. There's our overlap. Alrighty. Looks like the poster is going to be pretty dadgum nice. Let's go ahead and slide that out. Alright, let's set that down. Okay, the sticker sheets, you kind of get the idea. You probably know what's going on. Just because of the setup we're in. There is Ninja Stealth Elf, of course. In addition to the sticker, she's got her name placard going on. Washbuckler. Again, right there, he's going to have his deal. QR code to the side and the web code to the side of that. And then there, of course, Blast Zone. Those are the stickers. The cards, let's take a look here. I guess we'll go same order we did. Ninja Stealth Elf. Let's take a look at this. Note everything's been maxed out at 200. Power 70 of 200. Armor 40 of 200. Agility 130 of 200. Luck 70 of 200. That puts her at what? 200, 240, 310 out of a potential 800. That's going to be a stark contrast to these guys, I would imagine. Blast Zone. Check out the power stats. They are 180 of 200. Armor 50 of 200. Seems like that would be higher. Agility 150 of 200. Again, he should be fairly quick. Luck 70 of 200. That puts him at what? 180, 230, 300, 450-ish, we'll say. Work with me, I'm really tired. Washbuckler. Power 100 of 200. Armor 110 of 200. Agility 60 of 200. And luck 180 of 200. That's going to put him at 210, 270, 350, 450, just like Blast Zone, I suppose. But there are the cards. Now the question, what does the backside look at? We will all find out at the same time. Pretty much what you should have expected. But nonetheless, it's cool to see. And nice to see they keep the trends going in terms of the stylistic deals. Right here, this is basically kind of like, I guess, our instruction manual, if you will, just probably all the game options. Right there, kind of outlines Portal of Power, the characters, how they swap. Again, learning is doing. USB on the Portal of Power, again, showcasing with colors how they're going to swap. There it is. Hopefully we need to brush up on our foreign languages, so you get the idea now. One of the coolest things here, really, just because none of us have seen this or have a clue what it'll look like, at least as far as I know. Ooh, this is going to be a big one. Of course, it should be, I guess. That's going to be upside down, so let's flip it. Oh, yeah. This is something you might want to get flattened down on a desk or under some books, then frame it eventually. Characters at the top, I'm going to go left to right. Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf Countdown, Newlander. That's Blast Buckler there. Rattleshake. I can't get him in the frame really for you. Then we've got Hoot Loop, Magna Charge, Wash Zone, of course swapped with Blast Zone. Bumble Blast, and Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro. Check out this inset. Hoot Loop, Blast Zone can combine for Hoot Zone. Washbuckler Rattleshake can combine for Wash Shake. Magna Charge Stink Bomb can combine for Magna Bomb. Rubble Rouser, real interested in him. Gonna switch with Free Ranger to make Rubble Ranger. Skylanders.com, you can actually check out all the combinations there. Let's go ahead, we've got Magic up here. Light Core Star Strike. You know what? Let's do it that way. Water Element. Check out Whamshell's repos. I figured they were going to light up the mace, but I have to say that's actually a very nice aggressive repose there. I know a lot of people looking forward to that. Many people, because it'll be their best chance to get their hands on the guy. Light Core Countdown. I'm excited about that. I think it's going to look really good. Next up, Light Core Flashwing. We'll come over here now. Fire Element. We have Light Core Smolder Dash. Light Core Grim Creeper, Light Core Bumble Blast, and Air Element Light Core Warnado. Let's go ahead, we'll just go back to the Magic side of things. Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro, Series 2 Super Gold Pop Fizz, Newlanders, Doomebug, and Star Strike. The Swappers, Trap Shadow, real interested in him. Hoot Loop, I think is going to be a lot of fun, cool thing there, we can play him already. Light Core Whamshell, we covered already. Anchors Away Gilgrunt for Series 3. Series 2 Blizzard Chill Riptide. Very cool looking pose. Ties in nicely with Punk Shock. Of course, Water Element Swappers, Freeze Blade, and Washbuckler. Tech Element, we got Light Core Countdown. Big Bang Trigger Happy Series 3. Series 2 Heavy Duty Sprocket. Wind Up. Should be interesting. A lot of people curious about that character. And Countdown, one of the ones I'm anticipating well. Swappers from the Tech Element, Magna Charge, and Spyrise. Earth Element, We got Light Core Flashwing. Hyper Beam Prism Break looks really cool. Excited to see what that red turns into. Knockout Terrapin. Probably my most anticipated character in Swap Force in terms of the Newlanders. Scorp. Really excited about him. Good news, we've got Slobbertooth to hold us over. And the Earth Element Swappers. Doomstone and Rubble Rouser. Really excited to kind of see. Those are two characters we hadn't really seen anything on in terms of pictures, powers, video clips, hidden cameos. So I'm inclined to believe they're both going to be really cool. Same goes for Spire Eyes. We have seen him, just not much action. Fire Element, Swappers, Blast Zone, and Fire Track. And then we've got Light Core, Smolder Dash, Lava Bar for Rupture, Series 2, Firebone Hot Dog. Frino, brand new Newlander, and Smolder Dash. That pose again looks really sinister. Undead Element Swappers, Rattleshake and Night Shift. Both, or I guess Rattleshake only available now. Light Core Grim Creeper, Series 3 Twin Blade Chop Chop, Series 3 Phantom Cinder, Roller Brawl, a Newlander, and Grim Creeper, the other Newlander. Life Element. Check out our swappers, Grilla Drilla on your right, Stink Bomb to the left. Light Core Bumble Blast, Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf, Series 2 Thornhorn Camo. Again, it's a 2 on the poster. That pretty well wraps things up. Next up, this figure looks really good. Initial impressions through the packaging, Zulu. And of course, Bumble Blast, who squares off against Terrapin in the Fiery Forge Battle Pack. Air Element Swappers, Free Ranger. Again, very popular character at this point in time. Boomjet, very anticipated. Light Core Warnado, excited to pick him up. Series 3, Hornblast Whirlwind. Series 2, and I think a really cool looking Turbo Jetvac. Popthorn, the Newlander, along with Scratch, the Newlander. This thing is very big. I don't have a tape measure handy to actually give you measurements, but you get the idea. Again, if you plan to have it out on a table, what have you, pin it to a wall, might let it hang out, a little bit straight in itself. What we get, I think my computer just did updates and I had a video editing and it must have shut itself off, so that's going to be fantastic to contend with this time of night. Thank you, Windows, for nothing. Get that little instruction sheet, the poster. The packaging is pretty well. We've got the little clear envelope. It's on the back side of what you see in your starter pack. You get the 3 characters, trading cards with the stats. You get the sticker sheets with the web codes, QR code. You get your copy of the game. You get Ninja Stealth Elf Series 3 form. And of course, you get Blast Zone and Wash Buckler. In addition to that, in your starter pack, you actually get the brand new, sleek, lightweight, super functional Portal of Power. Gonna look really good plugged in. That's it. That is the Skylanders Swap Force console starter pack for this case, the Wii U version. Should be pretty much the same thing across the board outside of the dark editions and of course, your handheld 3DS, etc. Retail price $74.99. You might catch them on a sale again if you did the Frito-Lay multi-packs. You got discounts there. Always be on the lookout for sales. Help yourself save some money. Don't know of any on launch day. You'll probably find some eventually. Not going to be anything groundbreaking. That's probably going to be sitting at $74.99 quite a while. But when you think about what you get for the money and the hours of entertainment this allows you, let alone with the endless possibilities of the swapping and the new characters, revisiting the old characters, and playing your entire existing library, really great value. That said, this one, didn't pick it up. It was sent to me by Activision. Again, big thanks there. Really cool stuff. I think everyone now that'll actually get their hands on the magnetic pieces, the swappers, think it's going to go over very, very well. Probably get rave reviews from, the general fans for the first time. That said, questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, make sure to subscribe. That'll keep you up with all the latest. These first few days, I'm going to be cranking out a crud ton of unboxings, lots of new information, gameplay, pretty much everything you could hope to have. Like I said, the subscribing will keep you up to date with all that. But If you just unboxed your starter pack, you're probably playing it right now. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Going to try to crank out some more videos as well, unboxing wise for you. But on behalf of Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf, Wash Zone, and Blast Buckler, thanks for watching. Again, make sure to subscribe. We would appreciate it. And stay tuned for a ton more Skylanders Swap Force coverage. Going to be a good day. Going to keep us all very happy and very entertained for a long time. And again, personal big thanks to Activision sending this out. Vicarious Visions, totally new graphics engine. It's going to be unlike anything you've seen before in the Skylanders franchise. I think people will appreciate it. More importantly, on my personal end, not so much the graphics, which I've seen and was impressed with. I'm excited to see what they did with the little facets of the game, the details, tweaks, and more importantly, the storyline and gameplay itself. So we'll check all that out coming out. Again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.